The Voynich Manuscript, a mysterious book nobody can read. In 1912, an antiquarian bookseller named Wilfred Voynich purchased a peculiar medieval codex. He had no idea that this book, with its strange script and cryptic illustrations, would become a worldwide sensation and captivate the minds of cryptographers, historians, and scientists for over a century. Today, it is known simply as the Book of Voynich. Its origin, authorship, language, and meaning remain shrouded in mystery. What secrets does it hold, and how close are we to unraveling its enigma? This is the incredible story of the world's most unreadable book. This thesis will not cover well-documented ground, such as the physical description, carbon dating, or historiography of the Voynich manuscript. Instead, this work will focus on lesser-known aspects of the book, such as possible theories of authorship, hidden ciphers, connections to lost languages, and insights from modern computational analysis. Through fresh eyes, we will re-examine the evidence and highlight overlooked clues that may bring us closer to understanding this medieval enigma. If there are any errors or omissions, please feel free to comment below and join the discussion. First, let us revisit the background and problem statement. In the early 20th century, Europe was captivated by the discovery of a strange ancient text that appeared to be written in an unknown language. The book, which had been passed down through generations of Italian herbalists, was finally brought to the attention of Wilfred Voynich, a Polish bookseller living in Italy. Intrigued by the book's mysterious contents, he purchased it and brought it back to his home in Wilfried, where he spent years trying to decipher the text. As time went on, he realized that the book was unlike anything he had ever seen before. It seemed to contain no words or phrases that could be matched with any known language. And the illustrations, while beautiful, only served to deepen the mystery. Despite this baffling mystery, researchers and scholars have been fascinated by the book for decades. Cryptographers, linguists, and historians have all tried their hand at unlocking the secrets of the Voynich manuscript, but so far no one has been able to fully decipher the text or determine its true purpose. Even the most advanced technology has been unable to shed light on the book's origins, and so the mystery remains unsolved. To better understand this enigmatic book, it is important to examine some of the lesser-known facts surrounding it. For example, the book appears to have been written in the 15th century and may have originated in Italy or Spain. It consists of 240 pages filled with strange symbols and diagrams that seem to depict plants and astronomical charts. But perhaps most intriguing is the book's connection to alchemy and astrology. Some believe that the book may have been used by alchemists to record their experiments and observations, while others think it was used for astrological purposes. Whatever the truth may be, the book's mysterious contents continue to baffle scholars today. With each passing year, more and more researchers are drawn to the challenge of deciphering the Voynich manuscript and uncovering its secrets. Who knows what treasures of knowledge await us in its cryptic pages? Next, we will delve into the physical characteristics and provenance of the book, shedding light on its material composition, writing style, and any unique features, such as watermarks or binding techniques. We will also explore any historical records related to the book, such as ownership marks, annotations, or previous attempts at translation. In addition, we will discuss any interesting theories regarding the book's origins and purpose, drawing upon both popular and lesser-known perspectives. By examining these various aspects of the book, we aim to build a comprehensive picture of its physical makeup and historical context. This will provide a valuable foundation for our investigation into the deeper mysteries of the book, such as its language, script, and potential meaning. Before we continue, now let's dive into the lesser-known details of the Voynich manuscript. Our exploration of this mysterious book. First, let's examine its physical characteristics and provenance. Despite extensive research, little is known about the book's creation or use. However, some intriguing clues can be found in its physical form. The Voynich manuscript is a vellum codex, meaning it was created from animal skins. Specifically, the pages were likely made from calfskin, sheepskin, or goatskin. This material was common for books in the 15th century. Analysis of inks used for writing and illustrations revealed their composition of gum arabic, iron gall, and other ingredients. Additionally, the parchment itself shows signs of stretching and shrinkage, indicating that it may have been reused, possibly from a damaged or discarded book. Such conservation techniques were not uncommon during the Middle Ages. The book size, 240 mm by 160 mm, makes it easy to handle and suggests portability. Its compact size implies that it may have been used for private study or as a reference guide. Unfortunately, little is known about the book as history. Prior to being sold to Wilfrid Voynich in 1912, there are no surviving records indicating who owned it or where it was kept. However, marginalia on some pages hinted attempts to annotate or decipher the text as early as the 17th century. These markings include names, dates, and even alchemical symbols. While their significance remains unclear, they suggest that the book had interested scholars and mystics long before coming to public attention. The current whereabouts of the Voynich manuscript are well documented. After being purchased by Wilfrid Voynich, the book gained international fame. In 1969, it was transferred to Yale University's Voynich Rare Book and Manuscript Library, where it is housed today. Regular upkeep and conservation efforts ensure its preservation for future generations. The book's accessibility to researchers allows continued study and examination. Regardless of the mystery surrounding its origins, the Voynich manuscript's physical characteristics offer some insight into its nature and purpose. Further examination of these aspects may reveal additional clues vital to understanding this enigmatic text. Now let's move on to the next chapter of our investigation into the Voynich manuscript, where we will explore the book's language and script. This section will focus on lesser-known aspects of this topic, such as recent studies suggesting possible linguistic structures within the text and comparisons to medieval shorthand or steganography. We will also examine obscure cipher methods and hidden messages, building upon the work of previous researchers while considering new possibilities. Join us as we delve deeper into the enigma of the Voynich manuscript. As previously discussed, the language and script used in the Voynich manuscript remain unidentified. Despite extensive analysis, no known language or alphabet matches the text found in the book. Various theories regarding its language have been proposed, ranging from Latin and Arabic to Sanskrit and Hebrew. However, none have been widely accepted due to the lack of evidence or a clear understanding of the script's structure. Most analyses of the script, known as Voynichese, have focused on its physical characteristics and patterns rather than linguistic rules or syntax. Some researchers have used statistical methods to compare the frequency of characters and word lengths with known languages, but no conclusive similarities have been found. One lesser-known study conducted in the late 20th century used artificial intelligence to analyze the Voynich manuscript. The study, led by computer scientist Bradley Efron, employed a program capable of generating new text based on input data. When fed samples of Voynichese, the program produced new passages that resembled the original text. While not definitive proof of a linguistic structure, this result suggests that the manuscript's script may follow certain rules and patterns. Additionally, several scholars have noted the presence of what appears to be a running text throughout the book, implying a continuous narrative rather than random markings. Some believe that the text is actually an encrypted version of a European language, potentially Latin or Greek. This theory is supported by the use of ligatures and other writing conventions commonly found in medieval manuscripts. Other researchers have suggested that the Voynich manuscript may contain messages encoded using steganography, a method of concealing secret messages within innocent-looking texts. This approach aligns with the book's potential use in alchemy or astrology, which often relied on symbolism and hidden meanings. Interestingly, some observers have pointed out that the illustrations in the Voynich manuscript seem to correspond with the text. If this correlation is significant, it could provide valuable insight into the script's meaning and purpose. While the true language and meaning of the Voynich manuscript remain elusive, ongoing research and new technologies offer hope for unraveling its mysteries. By examining lesser-known aspects, such as statistical analysis, artificial intelligence, and comparative linguistics, we may uncover the secrets of this enigmatic book and gain a deeper understanding of its place in history. This concludes our exploration of the Voynich manuscript. We've examined its physical characteristics, provenance, language, and script, focusing on lesser-known aspects and recent developments in the field. While the true nature and purpose of this mysterious book remain uncertain, our investigation has revealed intriguing possibilities regarding its composition, structure, and potential meaning. Through continued research and analysis, we hope to contribute to the ongoing efforts in unraveling the secrets of the Voynich manuscript and shedding light on this captivating historical enigma. The Voynich Manuscript, a mysterious book written in an unknown script and illustrated with strange diagrams that has baffled cryptographers, historians, and scientists for centuries. Despite numerous attempts, no one has been able to decipher its contents. But what if we are approaching this enigma all wrong? What if instead of searching for a literal meaning in its text, we consider the possibility that the manuscript is something else entirely? That it contains encoded knowledge of alchemy, or that it is a form of medieval computer programming. Chapter 4. Illustrations. The Voynich manuscript is renowned for its intricate illustrations, which cover a wide range of topics from botany to astronomy. However, most of these illustrations depict plants that cannot be identified as any known species, leading some to believe that they may represent lost or even imagined species. This idea is supported by the fact that many of the plant illustrations show highly unusual characteristics, such as plants with flowers on their roots or trees with fruits growing upside down. Furthermore, the astronomical and astrological diagrams found in the manuscript also contribute to the sense of mystery surrounding the illustrations. Some of these diagrams correspond to obscure medieval cosmology, suggesting that the illustrator had a deep understanding of astronomy and astrology. These diagrams include a representation of the 7-day week and a depiction of the zodiac signs, as well as a chart showing the positions of the stars at different times of the year. Overall, the illustrations in the Voynich manuscript remain one of the most intriguing aspects of the book, leaving readers to wonder whether they are based on real plants and astronomical knowledge, or whether they are the product of a highly imaginative mind. Some scholars hypothesize that the images of plants may not be meant to be taken literally, but rather serve as a code to convey hidden knowledge. For example, certain herbs and plant structures might represent specific medicinal properties or uses, encoding pharmaceutical knowledge from a bygone era. Similarly, some researchers suggest that the more abstract illustrations of plant roots and veins could be used to encode alchemical processes or other esoteric concepts. This idea is supported by the fact that alchemy was a popular field of study during the medieval period, and that the Voynich manuscript was created during a time when alchemy and astrology were closely intertwined. However, it is important to note that this hypothesis is highly speculative, and there is no concrete evidence to support it. Nevertheless, it remains an interesting theory that could potentially unlock new understandings of the manuscript's hidden meanings. Chapter 5. Modern computational and cryptographic approaches. While the Voynich manuscript has remained undeciphered for centuries, recent years have seen new approaches utilizing computational and cryptographic methods to shed light on the book's secrets. One promising avenue of research involves using artificial intelligence to analyze the patterns and structure of the text. By feeding an AI algorithm with examples of the Voynich script, it can learn to recognize similarities and differences between characters, potentially revealing insights into the system governing the script. Another approach involves analyzing the manuscript's illustrations and diagrams to identify potential correlations with astronomical phenomena, historical events, or alchemical processes. Additionally, researchers have explored various cryptographic theories to decipher the text, such as polygraphy, null ciphers, and steganography. These methods involve looking for hidden messages within the text itself or in the spaces between the letters, as well as considering the possibility that the text may have been written with invisible ink or concealed through other means. Some researchers have even suggested that the manuscript may contain encrypted information about alchemy, a philosophical and proto-scientific tradition that flourished in medieval Europe. Alchemy was a highly secretive practice, and its practitioners often used cryptic language and symbolism to convey their knowledge. If the Voynich manuscript does indeed contain alchemical information, it could provide valuable insights into this mysterious tradition and its influence on medieval science and culture. Moreover, some lesser-known insights suggest that the manuscript may encode two layers of meaning: a readable layer for those with the appropriate knowledge, and a cryptographic layer for those seeking to discover its secrets. This dual layer of meaning could explain why the manuscript has resisted decryption for so long. And it could also provide a framework for understanding the strange illustrations and diagrams that appear throughout the text. Chapter 6. Theories of Authorship and Purpose. The true authorship of the Voynich manuscript remains a mystery, and several famous names have been put forward as possible scribes. Some scholars believe that the book may have been written by the English philosopher and scientist Roger Bacon, who was known for his interest in optics and his use of experimental methods. Others believe that the manuscript may have been the work of Edward Kelly, an English alchemist and astrologer who traveled widely in Europe during the 16th century. However, there are several problems with these theories. Firstly, neither Bacon nor Kelly was known to have produced a work like the Voynich manuscript, which raises questions about their possible motives for doing so. Secondly, the script used in the manuscript is unlike any other known script used by either Bacon or Kelly, suggesting that they may not have been the authors. Despite these challenges, the theories persist and continue to inspire debate among scholars. There are also lesser-known theories regarding the author of the manuscript. Some scholars have suggested that it may have been written by an unknown medieval scholar who was knowledgeable in fields such as botany, astronomy, and alchemy. This idea is supported by the manuscript's detailed illustrations and diagrams, which suggest that the author had a deep understanding of these subjects. Additionally, some researchers have proposed that the Voynich manuscript may not have been intended as a single cohesive work, but rather as a collection of individual treatises or recipes that were compiled and bound together at a later date. This theory is supported by the fact that the manuscript's illustrations and diagrams vary widely in style and quality, suggesting that they may have been created by different hands. Furthermore, some scholars have argued that the manuscript was likely created in Italy rather than England, based on the style of the illustrations and the content of the text. This idea is supported by the fact that several Italian Renaissance scholars were known to have studied alchemy and other esoteric subjects, and it is possible that one of them may have authored the manuscript. Perhaps even more intriguing is the theory that the Voynich manuscript was not written by a human author at all, but rather represents an early form of computer programming or artificial intelligence. This idea may sound far-fetched, but it is supported by the manuscript's highly systematic and repetitive patterns, as well as its detailed illustrations and diagrams. Some researchers have suggested that the Voynich script may represent a type of code or algorithm that was designed to perform specific tasks or calculations, while others have argued that the illustrations and diagrams may be part of a larger system that was used to store and process information. While this theory remains highly speculative, it is an intriguing possibility that could revolutionize our understanding of the manuscript and its place in history. In conclusion, the Voynich manuscript continues to baffle scholars and researchers with its mysterious script and illustrations. While the true purpose of the book remains unknown, various theories have been put forward to explain its origins and meaning. Some believe it may be a lost work of medieval science, while others think it is an elaborate hoax. As research continues, new discoveries are being made that shed light on the manuscript's hidden depths. Whether it is a coded message, a form of medieval computer programming, or simply an artistic creation, the Voynich manuscript remains an enigmatic and captivating puzzle. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. See you in the next video.